Hello, hi, mabuhay! I am your podcaster, Laksherica, and let's talk about this American novelist and essayist, F. Scott Fitzgerald. So, let's go! Good day! I have questions for everyone. Do you think Fitzgerald's work have a timeless quality? Or are they more reflective of the specific era in which he wrote? So if you had a chance to ask F. Scott Fitzgerald one question, what would it be? Feel free to explore these questions based on your specific interests or any particular work of Fitzgerald that you are curious about. I will briefly introduce F. Scott Fitzgerald and his significance in American literature. So are you ready? We will be highlighting his major works and their impact on literature. So let's start. F. Scott Fitzgerald, born in 1896, was a pioneering American author renowned for capturing the essence of the jazz age in his works. His writing, notably The Great Gatsby, explored of wealth, aspiration, and the American dream amidst the backdrop of post-World War I society. Fitzgerald's lyrical prose, acute social observations, and portrayal of the complexities of human desires solidified his significance in American literature, influencing generations of writers and readers alike. And now, let's go to the part of the discussion of Fitzgerald's early life, upbringing, and education. We will touch on his any influential experiences that might have shaped his writing. Fitzgerald had a relatively privileged upbringing. His full name was Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald, so take note of that. Named after a distant relative who wrote the lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner. His father, Edward Fitzgerald, worked in wicker furniture business, while his mother, Mary McClellan, hailed from an Irish immigrant family. So Fitzgerald attended St. Paul Academy and later went to the Newman School in New Jersey. Despite his intelligence, he was a mediocre student in high school. However, his interest in writing was evident early on, and he contributed to the school's literary magazine. His academic performance improved when he attended Princeton University in 1913. There, he continued to write for various publications and developed a reputation as a talented writer and an aspiring novelist. So to add, Fitzgerald's early life and education greatly influenced his writing, often drawing from his experience and observations of the elite society he was part of. His exposure to wealth, social status, and the cultural dynamics of the time played a significant role in shaping the themes found in his later works, such as The Great Gatsby. And now let's go to his literary career. We will explore his literary career starting with his early works and leading up to his most famous novel, The Great Gatsby. So we will highlight themes, writing styles, and critical reception of his major works. However, it was The Great Gatsby, published in 1925, that solidified Fitzgerald's place in literary history. So let's start. A disclaimer. Although not an immediate commercial success, it is now considered a masterpiece and a quintessential American novel. Set in the jazz age, it delves into the American dream, wealth, love, and the tragic pursuit of the unattainable. And after the publication of Gatsby, Fitzgerald faced personal and professional challenges, including Zelda, his wife's, mental health struggles, and his own battles with alcoholism. But despite of these difficulties, he continued to write short stories and novels, including Tender is the Night in 1934, a semi-autobiographical work reflecting his troubled marriage and personal turmoil. Fitzgerald's career, although marked by highs and lows, is defined by his ability to capture the essence of an era and create enduring works that continue to resonate with readers today. And now let's go to the legacy that Fitzgerald has. Examine Fitzgerald's legacy in literature and popular culture. So let's go. We will discuss the adaptations of his works, influence on the other writers, and continued relevance today. So, additionally, Fitzgerald's writing style, characterized by its lyrical elegance and keen social observation, has inspired numerous writers and continues to be studied and emulated in creative writing programs worldwide. So imagine his relevance today. How proud I am to tackle Fitzgerald's life. I've spoke a lot about him and I will continue to speak a lot about him. Fitzgerald's ability to capture the essence of an era, coupled with his deep insights into societal values and individual struggles, solidifies his significance in American literature. So his influence is felt not only through his works, but also through this lasting impact on subsequent generations of writers who continue to draw inspiration from his writing styles and thematic explorations. So Fitzgerald's legacy endures as a testament to his talent, offering a timeless reflection of American society and the human experiences. People, are you still there? So let's go to the trivia part about F. Scott Fitzgerald. He was known for his wit and charm. He had a clever sense of humor and often displayed it through witty observations and sharp remarks about society and human natures in his writing. While he had a reputation for being a bit reserved in person, his letters and writings revealed a humorous and perceptive side to his personality. Please stick with me as I give you 8 trivias about F. Scott Fitzgerald. So first, his wife Zelda was also a creative force and writer in her own right. The relationship and her mental health struggles often influence his work. Second is about military service. Fitzgerald served in World War I but never saw active combat. He was stationed in the United States. Third is The Great Gatsby rejection. Despite its eventual status as a classic, The Great Gatsby initially received mixed reviews and did not sell well during Fitzgerald's lifetime. Fourth, Hollywood screenwriting. He worked as a screenwriter in Hollywood, contributing to scripts for movies, although this period was not the best period for him because of his alcoholism and personal challenges. Fifth, popularizing the term Jazz Age. Fitzgerald is credited with coining term Jazz Age to describe the era of 1920s, capturing the cultural exuberance and changing social norms of the time. Sixth, academic struggles. He had a rocky academic journey at Princeton University and left without graduating. So imagine, which he influenced some of his perception of his social status and privilege. Seventh, short stories. He wrote numerous short stories, and many of which were published in magazines like the Saturday Evening Post, helping to financially support his family. So that was so great. And the last trivia about him is the final unfinished work. His last unfinished novel, The Last Tycoon, was published posthumously and left incomplete due to his untimely death. So these snips showcase various aspects of Fitzgerald's life, work, and impact on literature and culture. So guys, are you inspired and encouraged by F. Scott Fitzgerald? So if you want to write an essay, I will give you some techniques based on my own experience. So in writing essays, first is you have to find your voice. So you have to discuss techniques for discovering one's unique writing style and voice when crafting essays. Next is to overcoming writer's block. So you have to offer strategies and tips to combat writer's block when tackling essays. Third is effective essay structures. So you have to explain different essay structures such as argumentative, narrative, or descriptive, and how to effectively use them. Fourth is to research and citations. So I have to guide the listeners on conducting thorough research and citing sources properly within our essays. And six, editing and revision. We have to discuss the importance of editing and revising essays to improve clarity and coherence. Sixth, inspiration from literature. So we have to explore, because there are a lot of literature. Explore how reading different types of literature can inspire and enhance one's essay writing skills. And lastly is the real life application of essay writing. So here we just have to discuss how essay writing skills are beneficial beyond academia, such as in business, journalism, or creative fields. These topics could serve as individual episodes or segments within a broader podcast series, offering guidance and motivation for aspiring essay writers. And of course, because I love you so much, I will give you like 7 essays in American literature, not just F. Scott Fitzgerald works, because there's so many to offer. American literature has many to offer. So let's start about The Self-Reliance by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Second, Civil Disobedience by Henry David Thoreau. Third, The Souls of Black Folk by Webb Du Bois. Fourth, The American Scholar by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Fifth, On Being Brought to America by Phyllis Whitley. Sixth, A Modest Proposal by Jonathan Swift. And lastly, Notes of a Native Son by James Baldwin. So these essays basically span various periods addressing different societal issues and philosophical ideas that have greatly influenced American thought and culture. So I hope you will read those essays because it will give you a lot of learning. Imagine F. Scott Fitzgerald's existence was so significant and still significant in today's generation, because his examination of the American dreams, complexities, and failures has influenced subsequent writers who delved into similar themes of ambition, wealth, and delusionment in American society, as well as his character development. His nuanced characterization, especially complex and flawed protagonists like Jay Gatsby, have served as model for character development, inspiring writers to create multi-faced and relatable characters. And lastly is about the narrative structure. Fitzgerald's use of narrative structure, flashbacks, and symbolism has had a lasting impact on writers seeking innovative ways to construct their stories and convey deeper meanings. And overall, Fitzgerald's exploration of themes like love, wealth, societal norms, and the human psyche continues to resonate with writers, influencing their approaches to storytelling and thematic exploration. And I believe that's the end of our podcast. So I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will just give you a learning or takeaways from his life. So in conclusion, Fitzgerald's life and writings offer lessons about the pursuit of dreams, the complexities of relationship, and the perils of excess, and the journey of personal growth amidst life challenges. His legacy extends beyond his literary achievements, encompassing lessons drawn from his own triumphs and tribulations. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I am your podcaster, Laksharika from Yes, Ed English trivia, and I will pass this podcast to my beloved prof, Mr. Bryant Attention. So, thank you all.